Hello, thank you so much, Lorata, and a fascinating panel just there about the Commonwealth, about potential tourism growth within that. Certainly interests me from my own background as well, actually, with my parents being from India. So I think that is definitely something to watch, the culture and creativity coming out of the Commonwealth in this post-colonial world that we're in now. I think that's got a lot of possibilities. Okay, let's change topic here to China outbound investment. My guest is, or the panelist is more than a panelist, is actually a speaker, is a leading figure in China outbound investment and tourism. He's called Marcus Lee. He joins us from Shanghai. He's a Wall Street trained investment banker. He's currently the chairman of China SME Business Owners Association and CEO of CBISN, who engage in investment and tourism out of China. It consists of several companies with 15 offices in China and Asia, supporting investment and tourism authorities from around the world, both online and offline. So today, Marcus helps us, or will help to explain how to reach China outbound investment and tourism during and after COVID-19. Welcome, Marcus. We're delighted to have you here.
Thank you, Rajan. Let me start by sharing the screen. Excellencies, exhibitors, buyers, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the China sessions. This is Marcus Lee presenting from Shanghai live on how to attract China outbound investment and tourism during and post COVID-19. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to share with you on the strategies, what can be done, how to attract China's investment, what are the travel intent, what are the key to fight recessions, what are the products that Chinese travelers are looking at, how they select destinations, how to reach Chinese market, and some recommendation. As the moderator mentioned, we don't have 50 companies, we have 15 companies across China and Asia. We started as a forum in 2002, just with a few hundred companies. And over the past 18 years, we have grew to become 11,000 corporate members, SME Business Owners Associations. And for those who are interested, you can check out the portal, China Invest Abroad. On the left, CEO Asia is our subsidiary that focuses in organizing seminar, conference, and we own 6 large-scale exhibitions that could attract thousands of visitors to your destination. This is followed by the third subsidiary we have, Digital China. It's a digital marketing agency based in China. This is very popular right now. We help clients to reach Chinese consumer and corporate online. And then on the right, Welcome China is the largest tourism marketing agency with 9 major offices in China. Our China radio program is recognized by UnionPay, the world's largest credit card. Last but not least, China Travel Online is the only China travel portal that focuses 100% on B2B, and more than 100 destinations is listed here. The website is choosing you, literally means outbound travel. China outbound travel reached 80% of outbound tour operators, 35,000 corporate organizers, and 74,000 travel professionals. Without further ado, I'd like to bring you to the first topic, which is China outbound investment attraction. Something very inconvenient fact for a report came out by the IMF last month on the World Economic Outlook that Americans don't want to hear or accept. China is now the world's largest economy, or the global's largest economy. This is measured by the yardstick that both IMF and CI believe is the single best metric, the PPP, or purchasing power parity. If you look at the chart on the right, China economy right now is 1/6 larger than America's, is 24 trillion versus 20 trillion. I'm sure everyone glued to the TV to watch US election last few days. The new US president-elect, we were going to see how it changed the course of China-US relationship. Now, going back, I'd like to share with you a case study. we don't just market a destination, we actually execute it. We bring investors to destination. This is, for example, International China Investment Forum that we launched in Peru in 2009 and repeated in 2011, 2012 for consecutively for consecutive years in partnership with China Petrol. China Petrol is one of the largest Chinese company by market capitalization, actually bigger than Alibaba. So this is, we partner with the Interbank Peru, which is the largest bank in Peru. So those are the deals that completed during our forum. This is not just a case study we copy and paste from the news. For example, our partner CMPC purchased oil blocks from Brazilian Petrobras for 2.5 billion. One picture tells you 1,000 stories. If you look at the picture on the right, there are 6 figures there. On the left is the Shogun General Manager. Shogun is the top 6 minerals company in China, followed by the next gentleman is China Petrol President, and the taller gentleman, that's Marcus Lee, if you know him, followed by Ambassador of China, and then the next is the Natural Resources Minister of Peru, and last but not least, the niece of the former president of Peru. This is 6 of 250 CEOs attending International China Investment Forum in Peru, and half of them are Chinese. This just shows the execution capability. Next, if you follow the money, the distribution of Chinese ODI in 2018, 40% went to Europe, followed by Asia, North America, Africa, Latin America, and Oceania. So if you look at the global investment tracker, where China invests, take Africa, for example, the top 5 are Nigeria, South Africa, Zambia, Ethiopia, Egypt. But don't just look at the trade number, look at the newly signed contract amount to 50 billion in 2019. If we move closer to WTM, which is in London, the European Union, China investment to Europe increased 50 times in 8 years and signed and acquired 350 EU companies in the past 10 years. And if you ask me what are the sectors we look at this year, the focus will be in consumer, financial service, TMT, and the deal value focus in advanced manufacturing, especially in digital technology integration with the real economy. I want to bring your attention. More and more companies that Chinese investors now currently outside United States. We are exploring more other countries. Some of the success projects completed included, for example, Sri Lanka, Colombo Port City, 1.4 billion, 83,000 jobs created. Indonesia, Jakarta, Bandung High-Speed Rail. In Chile, Punta Sierra, wine farm, Africa's largest free trade zone in Djibouti, 3.5 billion. So this is the last slide in the first part about investment. How to fight recession caused by COVID-19. Well, the government have 2 choices. You can cut tax cut or you can increase spending, but the best option is actually investment. So why we look into China? Because China is now currently ranked number 3 in the world in accumulated investment of total 2 trillion, just behind United States and Netherlands. China have invested in over 188 countries. If you ask me for a summary of, I would say, how to attract Chinese investment in 3 steps. Number 1, do the minimum. When I say minimum, means create awareness. Let's say if you're a new destination to China, you need the minimum of marketing or minimum of public awareness, public relations. Number 2, have a contact point. Open the China office. Embassy and consulate is good, but not good enough. You need a specialized office that focuses on investment. That's why my company created Overseas Investment Center. And number 3 is execution. This is the most important point. I think you can do very well in marketing. You can open China office, but if you cannot do the execution, bringing the right investor to your destination, you will not be successful. The second most important part I would like to share today is tourism. China outbound travel market. If we look at the photo, this is a photo in Great Wall just last month. How many people visited during the China national holiday? Over 600 million Chinese travel. We don't call it Golden Week. We call it Super Golden Week with 637 million tourists with significant spending of 70 billion in terms of 4 sectors that have increased. For example, flight is increased. Attraction in terms of museum or theme park increased. Remember, Rajan, I talked to you during ATM Dubai in June. Chinese move from group to FIT, from private tours to FIT, and this is a big trend. In terms of hotel booking, another 100% increase, especially focused more on 4 and 5 star, with new strategies like hostel strategies, midnight strategies, long stay discount, etc. It's very interesting. If you're focused in outbound source market, and China is undoubtedly the largest outbound source market with 155 million tourists in 2019, and the largest market since 2002. It's not just the number, but in terms of spending, China ranked #1 according to UNWTO with 277 billion, double of American, 3 times of Germany, 4 times of British, 6 times of French, and 10 times of Aussie. Another case study I'd like to share with you is tourism year could be the biggest campaign, bigger than digital marketing or offline activities. It's more a combination of media, PR, government relationships. For example, the China Pacific Tourism Year we did for 10 countries in Pacific Island last year created about 498 million search results in the search engine. And another good news I want to share with you is connectivity. More international flights now resume from China. According to China's Civil Aviation Authority, about 300 round trips per week, access to 55 countries, and more than 105 airlines is now operating in China. And what is the travel intent post-COVID-19? And 60% Chinese said, yes, we will travel, but what is deterring them from travel? For example, they are worried about spread of virus, income, discrimination, and health. So what are the top 10 or top 5 overseas travel product preference? In terms of #1 will be tropical islands, followed by culture, food, family travel with kids. And for those millennium adventurous and outdoor activities is preferred, followed by lung washing, that means wellness, and then shopping. As this chart also mentioned on the left, it shows you FIT overtook group traveling at the moment. How Chinese select destination? I think what is ranking #2 is the promotion by the destination. And in terms of length, it's very interesting. Now Chinese tend to stay longer than pre-COVID time. For those who are reopening their borders or thinking of reopening, I have just a few keywords for you to consider. For example, what is a good timing to open, and what is a good timing for marketing, and how effective of your marketing. Don't do it because someone do it. And how to reach Chinese market. There are various ways of doing it: roadshow, exhibition, digital marketing. What is the most effective way? Let's look at digital to start. We have a great firewall in China. China just have a different internet system known as China Wide Web. But what is convincing for you to explore Chinese market, because our internet user is now 940 million as of this year, 2020. So according to UNWTO 2019 report, website and online community ranked #1, more than word of mouth. So in conclusion, the most effective way of penetrating Chinese market at the moment is through digital marketing. I would like to share with you eight strategies. #1, you must have an official Chinese website, not just PC, but mobile, listing in Baidu, which is equivalent, the largest search engine equivalent to Google, and listing in B2B website. #2, have video marketing. For those of you who watch Netflix, and in China, we have our own version. We have ITIC, don't worry, we can't mention it, ITIC, Tencent, Youku, each averaging at 120 million subscribers. #3, Weibo. Weibo is the equivalent of Facebook in the United States. This is one example of Samoa tourism. We created a Weibo for them. Now they have 1,000 viewers per article. This is all generic readers without promotion. Look at the article written there. They found a pyramid in Samoa, and who will not be so? It's very interesting. So how do you find out? Read Weibo. #4, social media, WeChat and mini program is 1 billion users. It's like Twitter in the United States. For example, we do it for Sukhothai Bangkok Hotel, introduce them to China about travel industry. WeChat mini program also allow you to receive payment, and you can view the full database who visited you. And now especially important is online training. You can do it through live webinar. We did for 20 countries in a couple of months. But more importantly, I want to introduce you, it's called something called e-learning with a 3.0 technology. Previously, in the 1.0 technology, you download PDF, you can still do online tests. 2.0 technology is what's happening now. You have built-in content tests, you do give reward, exchanging points. But with 3.0 technology we are rolling out right now, we have locking system, means you do not go into the next chapter before you're completing this chapter, which motivates the tour operators to do more. And we also have cash reward aside from gift reward in multiple formats, PC, mobile, and WeChat. Introducing China Travel Training is the largest online education platform for travel trade with over 110,000 members, over 25 courses launched. It's simply online training. And my last two slides is CBISN Media Center. If you want to reach C-Trip, for example, with 400 million subscribers, TikTok, 400 million subscribers, CNA, 200 million readers, Baidu, 1.1 billion, all can be included into our one-stop CBI Media Center coverage. We can provide you the services. And last point I want to mention in this slide is called e-roadshow. This is a real photo that we did for India tourism last November in 3 cities. Over 200 Chinese companies attended. We have to hire hotels, do lunch, dinner, seminars, but now you don't need to travel to China. No geographical limitation, no need to hire hotels. You can do appointments like what we're doing now in WTM Virtual. So in summary and recommendation, if you are doing digital and especially timely right now during COVID, number one, my recommendation is to have a Chinese official website. Number two, social media. Number three, e-learning, e-roadshow, and media center. But if we go past COVID, when this is over, of course, we can go back to offline activities, for example, roadshow and sales call, China Ready Training, exhibition service, market research, and survey. This is my last slide. In conclusion, my company have been doing this since 2002. We are the first 3 organizations to promote China Go Abroad in 2002. And we launched China Ready worldwide in 2003. 2006, we launched China Travel Online and China Invest Abroad. 2012, our members hit 11,000 corporate members. 2018, we were awarded China Outbound Travel Portal and Best China Ready program by Quota. And last year, we awarded to organize a tourism year for 10 countries. And currently, we are the partner of multiple exhibitions, for example, WTM and CITM, etc. So with this, conclude my presentation. If you have a question, this is our contact in 126 and Yahoo, and the website in both tourism and investment. So Rajan, this concluded my presentation. If there's some question I can take, thank you.
I should, of all people, I should know how to unmute, shouldn't I? I was just saying, Marcus, if you want a comprehensive, detailed explanation of how a country like China operates in terms of business, I will always go to you. But that's a fantastic exposition there, Marcus. Thank you so much. Some of those numbers are eye-watering when it comes to tourism, numbers of tourists going outbound, the amount of money being invested outbound. I mean, China means, and you clearly mean business. So can I thank you for that? There aren't any questions at the moment, but that is a fantastic and fascinating little talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.